21, we need to describe the transformation from f of x to g of x. So first let's look at the answer choices and look at what we need to consider when we're answering this problem. So the graph has either been stretched or the graph has been compressed. In addition to that, we also need to know how the graph has been translated. We can see that the description shows that the graph has either been translated right or left, up or down. So we'll first look at the vertices of these two graphs and determine how it was translated. The vertex of our f of x function is 0, 0. The vertex of our g of x function is 9, 2. So comparing these two vertices, we can see that the x value has been shifted to the right by positive 9. So we can automatically cancel out option B and option D since those are being translated left. And we can also see that the graph has been shifted up by 2. So both option A and option C are describing it as being shifted up by 2. So we can't eliminate either of those options. Now let's look at whether the graph has been stretched or compressed, because that will determine our final answer. We need to look at the a value of our parabola. If you have an a value between 0 and 1, we have a graph which has been compressed, which makes the graph wider. If you have an a value that's greater than 1, then you have a graph that's stretched or that has become narrower. So looking at this problem, g of x has an a value of 1/7, which is a number between 0 and 1. So we have a graph that has been compressed. So answer C is our final answer. Problem 22, we need to solve using the quadratic formula. We could try factoring, but this is not a problem that is factorable, as we can see by creating the x. So using the quadratic formula, which you need to make sure you memorize, let's plug in our a, b, and c values. So -5 plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, all over 2a. So this gives us -5 plus or minus 25, 16 times 2 is 32, and it would be positive because we have a negative times a negative, over 8. That gives us -5 plus or minus the square root of 57, all over 8. So looking at our options here, option D is correct. In problem 23, we have an exponential equation, and in order to solve this exponential equation, we need to first change both sides of the equation to the same base. 4 and 8 can both be written with a base of 2. 4 is equal to 2 squared. And let's keep the 4x, the original exponent, in the problem. Equals 8 can be written as 2 cubed. And let's keep the original exponent there as well. So our new equation has a base of 2 on both sides, as opposed to the original equation, which had a base of 4 and a base of 8. So solving this equation, we need to now set our exponents equal to each other. So the 2 times 4x is equal to 3 times x plus 6. So ignoring the bases of 2, let's set our exponents, so 8x, which is 2 times 4x, equals 3 times x plus 6, or 3x plus 18. So knowing that these two exponents are equal allows us to solve for x. So 5x equals 18, or x equals 18 over 5. Option D. In problem 21, we need to decide which of these expressions is equivalent to this expression. We know that we can change a log equation to an exponential equation using the property that this is the base, this is the exponent, and this is the argument. So 5 to the a equals 1 over 125. The only one of these that matches is option C, so this is equivalent to this equation. In problem 25, we need to figure out which of these steps is incorrect in solving this equation. We have logs on one side of the equation, we don't have logs on the other side. We need to condense the left side. The product property does allow us to combine both logs and multiply the argument. So log base 2 of 5x equals 3. Step 1 looks okay. Going from step 1 to step 2, this person set 5x equal to 3. The problem here is that we do not have a log on the right side of the equation. We have a log base 2 here, we do not have a log base 2 over here. So we cannot assume that 5x is equal to 3. Rather, the correct way to solve this would be to say that 2 to the third equals 5x. So step 2 is incorrect, which is option C.